What the world needs now is love, a sweet love. It's the only thing. It's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love, not just for some, but for everyone. We don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Listen, love, if you want to know what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing. It's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, a sweet love, not just for some, but for everyone. We don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross. Enough that lasts until the end of time. What that the world needs now is love, a sweet love. Always the only thing. There's just too little love. What that the world needs now is love, a sweet love, and not just for some, yeah, but for everyone.
And I guess our guest speaker is going to be Frank Gregory. And we have Nora as our chaplain. Mary Ellen and Laura are taking care of our treat for afterwards. And we're all going to be part of the cleanup. We got Mark Swink back on technology. Ron Savage here. So, let's see. Do you have any first timers? Doesn't look like it. So we'll do the heart song. If you would, please. Sure.
Said everything can be replaced, but every distance is not near. Well, I remember every face of every man who put me here. See my life come shining from the west down to the east. Rainy day now, any day now, I shall be released. Said every man must have protection. Said every man must fall. Although I swear I see my reflection somewhere so high above these walls. See my light come shining from the west down to the east. Rainy day now, any day now, I shall be released. Yon stares a man in this lonely ground, a man who swears he's not to blame. All day long I'm hearing him crying out loud, calling out, he's been framed. See my light come shining from the west to the east. Rainy day now, anyway now, I shall be released.
If you're new to Unity of Bremerton, we welcome you in the spirit of love. We want you to know that no matter where you are in your journey of faith, you're always welcome here. We know that the world is a better place when we all are willing to share our hearts. We give you this heart as a symbol of the steadfast spirit that lives within each of us, and we ask you to carry this symbol as a member of the Red Heart Fellowship. Let it be a reminder that the love of God is always with you, and to share your heart wherever you go. The Red Heart, as a symbol of fellowship in the world, can spread love one heart at a time. Let's start the movement here. So, we're going to look at our Unity happenings. A lot of them are in your book. I'm Gregory, letting go, and how and why. On March 17th, we have the preeminent Reverend Joanne Gabriel. And March 24th, we have Doug Benecki. Don't forget, on Thursday at 7, we have the Course in Miracles here. And there's other opportunities available coming up. So, we're going to light the Christ candle, which represents the divine light within each of us.
Today. Assistance. Maybe not.
We'll
I think this one wants to always be the Christ.
Thank you, Dad. Okay, everybody together?
We are a welcoming community supporting our mutual quest
for spiritual truth. And our invocation.
There is one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotence.
And now it's time for the favorite part, handshakes and hugs. No squeezing too hard, we don't want to break anybody.
Good morning, how are you? Morning, Fernando. Hi.
Yeah, just kept doing it all morning.
Good morning. I like your bow tie.
Thank you. That was appropriate.
How are you? Good.
Thank you, how are you? James.
I'll have to hug
Good.
her.
And it's going to be nice. You know we like her.
She draws
She told me when the last time.
Got it all.
I heard him before, so I knew. He does.
It's about
Yeah, she's my baby.
Oh, no.
It's not too
No,
dark.
he
It was real
puts
icy.
the spin on it.
Eventually it might melt too. We're praying for melting.
Hello. Well, those prayers for you must have worked.
Yeah. The upbeat version.
Okay.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Love's grace, I thought my heart to fear. His grace, my fears relieved. How grace did that grace appear. The hour I first believed. The danger tones the snare. will lead me home. Well, we've been here 10,000 years, bright, shining like the sun, and we know less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound saved a wretch like me. But now I'm found. I was blind, but now I can see.
Today's daily word is insight. I see my life clearly. The Apostle Paul saw clearly and taught regularly that coming into Christ consciousness transforms our views of everything, asking, has not God made foolish the wisdom of the world? No matter how today's events may unfold, I am never overwhelmed. As I deepen my connection to the Christ mind within, I see beyond worldly appearances to the spiritual truth that underlies everything. My spiritual journey begins with my awareness of the divine power that is God. Infinite love is so vast, so unimaginable to my human mind, that I am in awe of its power within me. I see my life clearly. From 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9, what no eye has seen, nor ear heard, nor the human heart conceived, what God has prepared for those who love him. Today, I see my life clearly. God bless us.
Wrap me on that, bud. Consult with my band here.
You are so beautiful. I hope for, everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see everything I hope for, everything I need? Alright, it's you guys' turn. You are so beautiful to me, yeah. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see everything I hope for, everything that I need? Yeah, here we go. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Everything I hope for, everything I need. You are so beautiful to me, baby. Yeah. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see it? Everything I hope for, everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see everything I hope for, everything I need? One last time, everybody. You are so beautiful to me. To me, yeah. Can't you see everything I hope for, everything I need? You are so beautiful to me.
Nicely done. Oh, there's one more.
Just for fun.
Okay. So, another one you can sing the chorus with me if you're feeling inspired. Hallelujah. I'd like to play a little bit more of an upbeat version of it though, so.
cool. Didn't play that please the long, but you don't really care for music, do you? Goes like this, the funk, the bend, minor falling nature lives. Babel can compose this. Hallelujah. Come on now. Hallelujah. 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 Baby, I've been here before. I know this room, I've seen this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. Seen your flag on the marble eye. Love is not a victory, mine is a cold and broken. Hallelujah. 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 Was the time when you let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show that to me, do you? I'm moving you, all the dove is moving too, and every breath that I drew. Hallelujah. 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 Maybe there's a God above, but all I've ever learned of love was how to shoot someone who outdrew you. Broken, hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Fran Gregory, letting go and how and why.
Don't mind me, now I can reach it. Okay, we were gonna do letting go, and we're going to. But just to give you an example of letting go, I wrote this out, planned it, knew exactly what I was gonna say, made my notes, marked my book, did all of the above, got in my car, and got here and looked down and went, uh-oh, no notes. So, I planned, God laughs. It's okay, I think I can make it through, but it was one of those, okay. So sometimes we need to let God be in charge. We don't get to be in charge. Let me change that.
we always need to let God be in charge. Because I don't know about you, but when I take over and I'm in charge, things don't go quite the way I would like them to go. So, after years and years of butting my head against that same wall, I've decided that maybe, just maybe, there's another way of doing things. Letting go and letting God. One of the affirmations that we do at our house a lot, especially when we're up against something that we just can't seem to overcome, no matter what we do. We take the steps. We think of everything we can possibly do to make whatever it is manifest or whatever it is clear up. And after we've done that, and we know we've done everything, then we just say, having done all I can, I stand, I let go, and I let God. And that by itself is the magic. That's where it happens. If we forget that step, we keep going around in the same circle. And I know all of us have done that. On occasion, we've decided we're in charge. My big one is, I give it to God, and it's not being done fast enough. Spirit isn't on my timetable. So I have to take it back, stir it up, make a real mess of it, and then turn it back over and leave it alone. And today we're going to work on leaving it alone, on setting our goals, and finding the best way to achieve them. McKenna is going to help me this morning. She's going to be passing out little cards and pencils and envelopes. And as we go forward, I'll show you what those are for. But right now, McKenna's just going to start passing them out for us. And I've been reading this book that I just feel is wonderful. I picked it up at Barnes & Noble when I was going to do my first talk. And I thought, it's time for me to start doing more reading anyway. When I start falling down on the goals that I want to accomplish, I go back to the tried and true, pick up a book and read it. Get the inspiration going, and it'll continue. When you start reading and meditating on the good things, on the positive things, the next thing you know, it's appearing in your life on a regular basis. And there's something in here, if I can find it, that I wanted to read to you. Oh, I know what it was. And I don't need to read it to you because I already have this one down. I was thinking about it when we talk about letting go and letting God. Okay, if I go to the store, I'm going to plant my garden. We're all going to get started pretty soon. And I've decided, let's just say, I want sunflowers in my garden because they're big and beautiful and cheery. So I get the seed packet and I get the soil and I prepare everything and I put that seed in the hole and I cover it up with good fertilizer and good soil, and I water it just like the instructions say, and pretty soon I have a beautiful sunflower. I didn't worry about how that was going to be a sunflower. I have no idea how it goes from seed to sunflower. And it's none of my business. That's God's business. That's spirit. The universe determines what comes from the seed. If you don't plant the seed, then that's on you. But if you plant that seed and you know that you're going to get whatever it is the seed package says you're going to get, that's what's going to grow. As long as you do the work, you do the nurturing, you water, you aerate, you fertilize, you stake it up so it doesn't begin to droop over. And maybe once in a while, you even talk to it and give it encouragement. And know, and you do, you know, nobody has to prove it to you. You know it's gonna be a sunflower. I've yet to see a tomato come from a sunflower seed. And I don't think any of the rest of you have either. So if we start and we know that we have the right seed and we take the right steps, we get exactly what we've asked for. Part of what we're going to do today is we're going to plant our seeds. The biggest thing for me has always been visualizing. So with this particular exercise, I want each of you to take a minute and think about something that you would like in your life or a situation you want resolved. I don't care, it can be a new car. It can be a neighbor being friendlier. It can be your cat feeling better. Whatever it is that you're prompted to ask for it. There's nothing too big or too small. God grants our wishes, even when they're not all that good for us. So be careful what you ask for, because affirmations can be positive or they can be negative. I'm never going to get that. It's just not going to happen. Well, guess what? It's not. That's a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm going to get it. I'm going to be able to retire. I'm going to pass that test. I'm going to have the house I want. Whatever it is, if you want it, you truly want it, and you take the steps, it's yours. I think we talked last time I was here about God giving us what we want. If your Father on earth would grant any wish that he could for you, what more is the universe going to do for us? It's all ours. The universe has the power to give us our heart's desire. We have to do the work. We have to know what our heart's desire is, and then we have to keep affirming it. And it's okay if you change your mind in the middle of it. I don't want a red car after all. I want a blue motorcycle. That's okay. Change your affirmation. You can change your mind, because all of it comes from spirit. Those promptings, those things that you suddenly want, you suddenly feel like you need in your life, come from spirit. They come directly from spirit. Even some of the silly ones, but you know when it comes from spirit and when it comes from ego. We ask for a lot of things from ego, and if we stop and think about it, we know that's where it's coming from. It's not coming from the universe. It's coming from the little me. I want to be a size 4, and I want long blonde hair, and I want all the men around to adore me. Where'd that come from? Came from ego and a lot of wishful thinking. It doesn't work that way. When you have that feeling inside that this is something you want, that it'll make you happy, when you think about it and you smile or you feel at peace, that's where it's coming from. And when you get one of those promptings, that's spirit guiding you to what you need, to what's best in your life. We always get our best and our highest if we tune in, if we pay attention. If we're not paying attention, we get what we get. It's like throwing a packet of wildflowers out. You're gonna get flowers, but heaven only knows what kind of flowers. It's the same thing. So for this exercise, think about, just take a few minutes, close your eyes, or leave them open, it doesn't really matter. But just center in a little bit, and take the first thing that comes to your mind that you want or that you feel you need in your life. Whatever it is. And you don't have to share it with anybody. Just think about it. Visualize it. What will it look like when you get the thing that you most desire? How is it going to feel? McKenna's going to pass out. Did you pass them out already? Yes. Oh, okay, never mind. I forgot you already did that. Think about it. Close your eyes. Breathe it in. And then breathe it out. And as you're breathing it out, recognize that you're giving it to the universe. You're sending it out there so that it can manifest. Holding it to you and holding it tightly isn't going to help it manifest. Open yourself up to the possibilities. Become aware of the universe around you and what it offers you. And when you have a really clear picture of what it is that your heart desires, write it down on your note card, and with it, write a small affirmation. Doesn't have to be long and drawn out. Just a few words. And as you're writing it, think about it. Visualize it. And now breathe in that affirmation and hold it. Feel it. Know that it's yours. And as you start to let it out, recognize that that breathing out is sending it out to the universe. Give the universe an opportunity to grant your desires, your wishes. You can have more than one, obviously, but for today, I just want you to pick the one that really, really is something that your heart feels, that you resonate with. Does everybody have one? Anybody need more time for it? Okay. Now, I want you to repeat to yourself that affirmation 3 times. Just silently repeat it, knowing as you do that this is what you will get. And now blessing it and trusting in the universe, put it into your envelope. And what I usually do with my envelope is I write on the front of it, to the universe, to God, to spirit, whatever it is I'm feeling at the moment. And then release it. Feel your hands opening up and letting it go. And every time you think about this thing, instead of getting in there with your stick and stirring it around, repeat your affirmation. Try this for a week. Every time you think about it, do your affirmation and then let it go. Don't worry about the how and why. We don't know how a sunflower becomes a sunflower. You've now planted your seed. You're going to water it and nurture it with your affirmation. And every night before you go to bed, repeat your affirmation and see whatever it is that you've asked for. See it manifested. It's already here. We read and we hear a lot about that. If you act as if it is. We have a goal at our house right now. I have this little bitty kitchen, and for me it's little, because I cook a lot. So, my plan is to turn my dining room into the kitchen, and the kitchen into the dining room. And hopefully I'll spend less time eating than cooking. Once I've done that, I renamed the rooms. We now have the new dining room, the new kitchen, and the dining room. And that's the way I refer to them. On occasion, McKenna looks at me and goes, I'm not sure where I'm going. She just told me to go to the new kitchen. Okay, but I don't think the pan's in there. But we're all getting it. That's my biggie right now. That's the goal for me. Might sound silly, it is materialistic, and that's okay. Because the universe doesn't care if it's materialistic. We have been given the power to have anything we want. Love, fame, fortune, all of those things. And the one thing that we need to do to keep that flowing is to make sure that we give back to the universe whatever we can. If we want love in our lives, then we need to give love out. And we need to give it to everybody and everything. We need to bless it and love it. And as McKenna can tell you, I did not love and bless the traffic on the way over this morning. We all do that. But when you catch yourself thinking in a negative manner or in a not so positive manner, go back to the beginning. Start with, I love and bless. Fill in the blank. Whatever it is. And when you can't do that, and some days you just can't, then let go and let God. Because the universe has an infinite capacity to love and to bless. And if you can continue to do that, I won't guarantee that you'll have what you want within 7 days. But I will guarantee you that you'll feel a lot more positive about it, and you will be on your way to having it. And feel free to give yourself another goal. When you've got it, brag about it, talk about it, share it with other people. Not while it's manifesting. Let it manifest. Let that flower open up completely. Let it become a full-fledged sunflower, and then share it. Let other people know that it can happen for them too. We lead by example, we all know that. So your example in this case is going to be to make your flower grow, to manifest what you need. Did you need something, or you just, okay. McKenna keeps doing one of these, and I'm not sure if I'm not talking loud enough or what it is. Anyway, let it go, let it grow, and remember, you can change your mind. And when you get this one, you can have another one, and another one, and another one. And one day, you'll wake up and find out that you have your heart's desire over and over and over again. I was telling McKenna on the way over here about what Michael and I did before we met. I had been through 3 not so happy marriages. So had Michael. We met through Unity. When we met, I had just pretty much decided, maybe I'll never do this again. Maybe I'll just let it go. Because the thing that I found in common with every one of my failed relationships was I was the only one in it. I was the common denominator. I was in every one of those failed relationships. So maybe I needed to do a little work on me. And maybe, just maybe, I needed to change my thinking about what it was I wanted. So I took a coffee can, and I'm sure most of you that are familiar with the Unity practices, I took a coffee can and I decorated it with all kinds of beautiful things. A poem, hearts and flowers, a couple holding hands, a sunset with a couple standing by it. And in there, I wrote out on a big piece of paper all of the things that I really wanted in a relationship, in the person that I wanted to spend my life with. I made a long list, and then I went through it, and I eliminated some things that were pretty surface and really didn't matter to me. And then I folded it up and I put it in the can, and I said, I can't, but God can. And every time I thought about having someone in my life and not just spending it with myself and 4 kids, I would do the same thing. I can't, God can. I didn't open it, keep peeking in and seeing what God was up to. I left it and trusted that God was in charge and that Spirit was at work to bring me the perfect relationship. Well, after I met Michael, we were talking one day, and he just made a comment. He said, well, God can. And I said, true. And it led both of us to remember the God can. Come to find out, he had one too. And so we opened them together just to see where we were, because frankly, I hadn't even remembered some of the things I'd put on it. Item by item, he matched what I had asked for, up to and including a musician. I don't know why I threw that one in there. They do have egos, but it was one of the things that really meant a lot to me. Item by item, it was there. He looked at his list, and as he started to read it, I said, oh, come on. That couldn't have been one of them. And he handed me his list. And he said, read it. And almost 29 years later, we discovered it worked. The only long-term relationship that either one of us has ever had. And I can truly say that we'll do another 29, God willing, because we let go. I stopped. I said, I can't do this. Obviously, after 3 bad marriages, I wasn't doing so well. Neither was he. Once we stopped, and we took a deep breath, and we said, it's not my job. God's in charge, and Spirit is going to bring me my heart's desire. And it happened for us. And I could stand here all day and give you examples. And of course, we go off the beaten path. We make a mess of it. And I always have to remember that every time it doesn't turn out well, it's because I fixed it. And I'm not so good with it. I need to leave it to Spirit. And I think we all need to leave it to Spirit. And don't ever feel like what you're asking for is silly. It's never silly. It's never frivolous. If your heart wants it, and if you feel a stirring within yourself, you know it comes from Spirit. And it is something that Spirit wants you to have in your life. So take your paper and your envelope and put it away wherever you want to. And one of the things I do when I'm having trouble letting go of it is I picture it in my mind. I just close my eyes and I think of it as being in a beautiful, beautiful box with diamonds and emeralds and rubies all over it. And I open the box and it's lined with satin. And whatever my prayer is, it glows and it sparkles. And it's truly beautiful. And as I open the box, I watch that affirmation, that want, that prayer slowly leave the box and ascend. And once it goes up and I let it go out into the universe, I see like fireworks, 4th of July all over again. And I know that means my message has reached universe, and that the universe is going to bring me exactly what I want, exactly what I asked for. And I don't even have to caution you about not asking for things you know aren't good for you. Because you might get them, but you're not going to be happy once you do. So be careful what you ask for, and when you ask for it, know that it's yours already. It's manifested. It's here. It's in the now. It's not later. There isn't a tomorrow. There isn't a next week. There's only now. And that's where answered prayer is. That's where the affirmation is, and you can see it, and you can feel it. If you just believe it. That's the only thing you have to do. Plant it, water it, know it'll grow, and it will. Thank you. I almost got that back in there without making a mess.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I watch them bloom. I hope me you, and I've been thinking to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. I see sky blue, oh, white, bright blessed days and dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow is so pretty in the sky. There's all the faces of those people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? What they're saying is I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They learn so much more than I'm ever gonna wanna know. Now they're thinking to myself, what a wonderful world. And I've been thinking to myself, what a wonderful world.
Very intense.
As you're preparing your tithes and love offerings today, I think about how blessed you are, and as you are writing your check or giving your gift, send out your blessings.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so
Together, please.
I
I
give willingly, joyfully, and lovingly, knowing that God is the constant source of my supply. I give with graciousness and receive with gratitude.
Have we got any good news for the day? Yes, ma'am.
Did you always have a baby girl soon?
Why don't you come up?
I just said that my Auntie Julie's having a baby girl soon.
Oh, perfect.
Yay.
That is good news.
Just talk loud.
This past week, every night before I turned in, I wrote something that I'm grateful for. And I really think it helps me to sleep better. It's been very beneficial. I will keep it up.
Perfect. How about you, sir?
I've settled into a new apartment. I feel like my nerves are starting to rejuvenate from just being able to center myself. So
Excellent.
Well, your music sure centered me, I tell you.
I are expecting our 4th great-grandchild this month.
That is good news. Congratulations. Okay, we could all stand.
Join the circle.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as Creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is